now listening to the Good Bad Advice Podcast with Stephanie and Chase.
Hello. Welcome, you guys, to the Good Bad Advice Podcast. It's where we give unsolicited advice to people in the news each week. We're your hosts. I'm Chase.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're going to try to describe what each other does for work, because we started doing this about 4 seconds before we said hello. And I said, wait, let's just put it on the pod.
Yeah.
So here's what I understand Stephanie does for work. Stephanie is an executive. This is how, because we were looking at this TikTok, which was someone saying, this is me describing what my friends do for work. And she's like, lots of emails, computers, numbers. She's
typing
brilliant.
so much. She's typing
so many
all the time.
communications. And so then I was like, wait, I don't actually know if we know what each other does. So Stephanie's an executive at Pura, who is in the marketing, PR, HR departments. It's like a Venn diagram of ours.
Totally.
HR, PR, and then Dominican Republic, the DR.
Yeah.
She threw an amazing Christmas party.
That is true.
But doesn't throw parties right now because she's elevated her space. And then Joe's there, Talia's there, Megan's there. And they look to you. You're like the ringleader, I think. And then there's a lot of lunches. I call you a lot of the times and you're like, yeah, I'm just at lunch with my team. Oh, she has a team.
Yeah.
Slack. So she does Slack.
We do Slack.
And then she does a lot of reviews.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
true.
You've also, the vice president sometimes is a little vice president-y.
Ugh.
And
you know how they can be.
Difficult, but you're right underneath. So they know you're just clawing at that. And then, you do recruiting.
Yeah. So
you're also, and then like you do firing. Like you're a part of the layoff team.
Yeah.
Oh, and you do go into meetings with people and then leverage that information in other meetings with other people. Do you know what I mean? Like you're kind of like, you're the girl in between two wasp nests. Well, and you're like this butterfly that I would just like, you float through.
Some would say, and this is a term you will understand, mediator.
No, literally, some would say corporate liaison.
Yeah.
But also, you get free samples of Pura.
Freak, I forgot to bring you a car once.
I forgot about that too. I should have reminded you.
Remind me.
And you're the reason Pura's in Target.
Totally.
Like
that was me.
Your McGee collab was really...
Actually called Shay. Is it Shay?
Yes.
Shay, we got to get this in Target. Yeah, I know.
So that's what I understand. The majority of your... Oh, and also you don't work on Tuesdays or Thursdays or something. Yeah. You work from home, but like with a week. I forget how... No, it's something like that. Like it's an irregular schedule.
And what's so funny is...
and lots of Zooms. Like you're on Zoom a lot. So you have your ring light always out.
Yeah. Sure. Mm-hmm. What's so funny is a lot of that is accurate.
No,
a lot of it,
I'm being serious.
But the thing is, when you think of like your other friend at their company, you're like, you're the mayor.
No, that's how I feel too.
That's how I view you, as being like so competent.
Yeah.
That I'm like, well, obviously you're in charge.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Like when I think of Joe and Talia and Megan and the other Kim,
the VP.
Yeah, when I think of them reporting to you, I just think that like, and I don't know what your offices look like because I've never been invited inside, although we're currently sitting in mine, so a little unequal. But your office has like security. Mine has like a giant billboard of you in my face. Yeah. So you're kind of an owner in this place too.
Yeah.
But when I think of like the Pura offices, for some reason, I just think you're in a corner suite. And I think that it's lined in glass, gold, and like a sort of like really rich fuchsia and like a very soft blush.
Yeah.
Like there's this very like Barbie.
No, you nailed it.
No, like how big is your work phone? Does it have a giant antenna like a Barbie phone? Because I'm low key.
It's like,
I'm thinking
that. Why do you think I carry this around? I'm practicing all the time to just.
Gerald, I said sell it.
Shay McGee, we have to get in Target.
President of Walmart, we're in Target already. Get me to the president of Costco. Hello, president of Costco. Yes, no. Oh, and you have your own toilet. Like, that's something that I definitely feel like.
Oh, yeah,
you have
yeah.
a stall that's like a Stephanie stall. I don't know if it's in its own bathroom, but it's for sure like no one else poops where you poop. Like, your toilet is yours.
Yeah.
There's an OK magazine. There's an Us Weekly. There's
Potpourri.
a weird mirror that you want because you just do take touch up in your little suite. Not that you ever need it.
No,
but it's just there for an option.
Yeah, exactly.
So so when you're like, work is so rough this week, I'm like, I know, girl. You have got the nuclear codes and that lawn champs back.
Nuclear codes. Wow, I love that description.
Yeah.
And then when people are like, what does Chase do for work? I'm like, oh, okay. So like, he's a lawyer.
Bum, 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 bum. The people are represented by two separate but equally important.
I'm like, have you seen Law and Order? Okay, so it's kind of like that, except he's the scary one. He's the one that they're like, oh, we got to deal with Chase again. And they're all like, ugh, he always wins. He's such an a-hole. But man, you got to love him.
Yep.
But he's the episode where he's actually defending them. Like, he's actually on their side, and they're like, oh, thank goodness he's on our side this time, you know? Excuse me. Pardon for the interruption.
No, that's okay.
Your Honor.
Thank you. Sustained.
Yeah, no, and I do, you know when Billy Porter wore that, like, tuxedo dress? So that's what he wears into court every day. Like, when he said, I have court, he puts on the tuxedo dress. He walks in. It's either he kind of no. So he either alternates between that or like a 3-piece suit with a Severus Snape cape. So he walks in.
You're not wrong. Sometimes I wear outfits to court that I'm like, I am turning heads for the wrong reason. Like, one time when I was just volunteering at Pro Se Court, I was like, I think I'm just going to dress like a mobster. So I wore black pants, a black shirt, a black tie, a la wedding style, and then just a long gray and white pinstripe wool jacket that went to, like, the floor.
Yeah. See,
and I had a cane.
I'm so close. And he walks in to the room's like, turn to page 394, you know? And then he's like, no, like, Your Honor, excuse me, you look slay today. My client is, like, perfect, obviously, and so we should win. Except he does it in, like, a really scary, intelligent way.
Thank you.
In a way that you're like, oh my gosh, who is this man? He's, like, so powerful, all-encompassing. Mm-hmm. And then when he's not in court...
I have to look up the Billy Porter tuxedo dress again.
When he's not in court... He's, like, at his office. He's, like, working all the time. Like, sun up, sun down. You will find this man at the office. And, you know, it's bus, club, another club, another club, bus. Like, he is client to client to client, back to... And what's crazy, do you think the judge would be in that? No. It's Chase.
How am I sitting? My client is 3 seats away from me because my hoop skirt. And when I sit down, it's the side next to me and the chair next to me. And then my client sits. And he's like, the hell? My clients actually came in on... It's so sad. I'm going to admit this. The client came in this week. And I obviously am not disclosing anything. But he's for sure, or she... He or she is for sure on the spectrum. And I have put on a little teeny weight from not being able to work out as much and then just emotionally eating oatmeal cream pies because of my back and life. And so he said that. He goes, are you bulking up for something? I was like, what? It's like, you bulking up for something? He's like, you look thick. And I was like, no, I was like, I guess I've seen you a couple of months. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess I saw you right when you were getting married. So maybe you were just like skinny for the wedding and now you're like kind of thicker again. And then I was like, yeah, going back to you not seeing your children. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what else to say. That isn't what I said. I just diverted the attention. But there's something very humbling. If somebody were to ever
ask me if I was bulking up for something, I'd say, Your Honor, excuse me. Sorry, just one moment.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail. This is a
Sorry,
Billy
let me
Porter
just-
inspired tuxedo gown dress.
Your Honor, can I interrupt? Stands up. My defendant is guilty. He belongs in prison.
Wait, I'm just trying to go back to the tuxedo dress. I just imagine me standing up and walking, but it would be like a sachet to the podium. And then when I turn, when I'm like, you know, any other questions, Your Honor? No. Okay. Then we submit on that. And then like I turn, but I can't fully turn because the podium's going to hit the dress and I have to toss it off to the side. Then I'm walking down the aisle and I don't know why, but I'm walking in like a procession, like a wedding bell procession.
A slow stomp
Oh my God,
down the
that's so
aisle.
funny. Okay, also I have to tell this story. I put it in the notes.
Yeah.
And then I didn't tell you because I wanted to tell you live
Please,
on the
please,
podcast.
please.
Speaking of just like really taking a 1-2 punch on my image these past few weeks, 2 weeks. So I'm at an event last week.
Yeah.
And they had like cupcakes galore.
Yes.
They had so many different cupcakes and like desserts. And it was one of those like
Yeah.
had that a big dessert table. And someone that we know, that you know as well,
Okay.
was there. And I was like, ooh, gosh, what cupcake should we get? Just like literally making small talk.
Yeah.
And some person said to me, you probably want the fruity one, don't you? No. It was, oh, you could probably, you'd probably really like the fruit one, the fruity one, or the fruit one. I forget. It was either one, equally offensive. At this, then her husband turns around and is like we like clock it. And we're like, okay. And obviously she didn't mean anything by it. And you know exactly who this is.
Who is it? Do you want the fruity one?
Just the gasp on your face. So then I actually told this person because
you also said it in a way like they said it in a mean way.
well, they didn't mean it in a mean way, but the impact was definitely
No.
yes.
And that is somebody who, like, when she
Would
found
never
out,
mean anything
would
by it.
never mean anything
But
by
then her
it. She would
husband
literally
and
be
I-
like, like she would have audibly gasped
She
in
did.
the same way.
She did. And then
She's like, no.
I did not let it go
No, yeah,
the
the-
whole night because you know I will kill a bit into
Yeah.
the ground 6 feet under, bury
No,
her.
that's like my.
And so people are coming over, ooh, and obviously asking her,
You're like, I like
oh, what should I
fruity
get?
ones.
And I'm like, don't ask her. I'll eat all the fruit ones, right? And she was like, that's not what I meant. Anyway, so
You love to run a bit into
although
the
I
ground.
just want to make sure because we know that she listens. Because then she was like saying, and her husband's like, put it on the pod. And I was like, I am putting it on the pod. So make sure that you go back and watch Stephanie's face because as she goes, I said, I cannot wait to see what Stephanie's reaction is going to be. She going to be mad. And then your face was like, we ride at dawn.
No,
Give me a name and an address.
to be fair to her, you did premise it as if she went, maybe you should eat the fruity one.
I know because I
you
wanted
big
more of
gay
the
homo.
impact. I was building it up for impact, okay?
Well, you nailed it. Because
Thank you.
That's what I thought it was a hate crime.
To me, it felt like a hate crime. It really was. I was sad. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Also, how was your week? Because we have actually a lot to catch up on. I want to hear about Valentine's Day.
Oh,
because we
Valentine's Day
didn't
was so
get
fun.
that, and then President's Day, and then the rest of this week. 'cause
Yeah,
we
Valentine's
recorded
Day
early.
was so fun. We had Bailey. I love including your kids on like even what would be a traditional like
Yeah.
romantic holiday. It was so fun. And I just think that she felt like really special feeling included
Totally.
in our process anyway. We did heart pizzas from
Papa Murph.
Papa Murph. We went to H Mart, which is like the big like Korean grocery store in
Cool.
West Jordan. So fun, amazing snacks, like such a delight. Also, so affordable.
Really?
Like they have so many meat selections. They have like chicken cutlets but pre-cut, which making a chicken cutlet because you have to cut raw chicken is my
It's
worst
so
nightmare.
icky. Yeah.
I just bought the pre-cut ones. It was such a delight.
Nice. Okay.
Anyway, H Mart, so fun. Such a fun place to go with your kids and just get random snacks and then do taste tests.
Yeah. Fun.
And then what else happened this week? It was actually like a very slow week for me, which was very much what I needed.
Yeah. I had the opposite. We had the kids were here, so it was like a blitz, hanging out. We went to On Valentine's Day, Oliver and I went with our friend Matt and Oliver's friend Noah to the BYU basketball game. And I thought I had done it well because, like, I've bought other tickets before where we ended up in the very, very back, a la when we went to the Mammoth game in Thanksgiving with my kids here. That was like one of the gifts to my pops. I thought I had bought the right section, but I just wasn't like paying attention. Anyway, so we ended up like 2 rows from the very top. And I was like, I think hockey's down there. Well, we get to, and we're going to BYU, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to fix like my old sporting thing. And so I buy from this lady online, and she's like, yep, it's row 23. I'm like, amazing. She's like, it comes with a parking pass. And what I paid for the tickets made sense because I was like, I can't believe I'm paying over $100 a ticket for for a college basketball game. It just seems wild to me. In any event, we go to pull in to the Marriott Center, and the lady says, and I said, we have a parking pass. So, you know, like statusing it up. And she's like, oh, okay, so you're parking lot 6. So you're actually you're a block west of the football stadium. That's where you can park. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, like beginning to have anxiety. So we're having to like pass the sea of white and royal blue people. And we're just like going further into, you're like right around the venue. Everyone's wearing royal blue and white. Then as you further get away from the venue, you start seeing like normal people that are just living their everyday Saturday life. And then when you're parking,
you get further from your best reality.
100%. Yeah. And then it's just like, you feel like there's tumbleweed that just like slowly rolls out in front of you with the giant middle finger as it's passing you. That's what I sort of felt. So then we had to walk. Not great for my back because I was on steroids, but then I got off the steroids at the end of last week. So then my back pain came back. I think the Lord got back on steroids on Monday so I can be functional for the next 2 weeks because I'm in trial. But so we then get in and we get into like the actual arena, the stadium
Marriott arena.
Center? I don't know. So, but we get in and it's when the prayer's happening. So I'm like, okay, great. Usher's right there. And I'm not closing my eyes because, you know, and so I'm like looking, I'm like, wow, 23, like counting down. I'm like, we're going to be close. Like, this is going to feel amazing. And Oliver's so pumped. Noah's so pumped. And so I go to give what?
I'm just waiting for the ending.
I know, because I go to give my ticket to the guy, and I'm like, I think we're row 23. And I actually point. I point to like where our seat is. And then he like dramatically turns and acts as though like we'll be suspended from the ceiling. Yeah. He's like, actually, you're up this section. I think 23's the last. I think it's in the back. And I was like, what? And so I just start marching. Well, then I see on the seat numbers, there's like 19 and then 20. So I was like, oh, okay. We're only like a couple of seats up. That's fine. And then it was 19, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, because those were the seat numbers, not the row numbers. The row numbers were on the actual stairs. Oh. And that was 3 going up the very top. We're the very last row. Very last row.
Yeah.
So I kind of panicked because I could see Oliver and Noah's just like dreams slowly eviscerating. And I was like, this is the only time Oliver's going to be in a BYU stadium to like get the whole vibe. So anyways, I end up getting on SeatGeek and find true row 9 seats that are almost half the price of what I paid for our nosebleed seats. Like, cause the game had already started. So anyways, we set Noah and Oliver down and they watched. And so then Matt and I sat and we would like pan and show like the whole stadium. And then we would zoom in. And then we could see them. So that was really fun. The bleachers, not good on my back, I will say. But we could hear concessions being made and we could smell the popcorn behind us. That's how close we were. We were closer to the concessions than anything else, which is also like kind of how I love. But it's torturous because in order to get to the concessions, you could just go all the way down and then out.
Yeah, you can't just knock on a door back there.
Boy, we got good cougar tails, delicious.
Cougar tails are delish.
That caramel popcorn.
Cougar tails, for context for people who are not in Utah, a massive maple donut. Yeah. That's a maple bar that's like
at least 30,
a foot long at least. I think it's longer than a foot long.
Honey, a foot long? Do you think that's 12 inches?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's longer
I was
than
like,
a foot
that's
long.
way. I was like, that's honey. This is why women sometimes create complexes for men. She's like, it's like maybe 12 inches.
No, I said it's at least a foot long.
I was like, no, I just was like.
I don't think it's women who are confused about inches.
No, that's why I was making the joke. That's why I was like, wait, I'm not seeing that. And then we celebrated Oliver's birthday on Sunday because we didn't end up getting to fly out for his birthday. I was super proud of myself because I love a tablescape, as you know. But we did like turf tablecloths and soccer balls and soccer stuff. But then I still wanted to have florals because gay. Oh, yeah. So, but we had green vases.
You're a little fruity.
Green. Yeah, because I'm a little fruit cupcake. Guess what the episode's going to be called? Fruit Cupcake.
She's going to see the title.
She's going to die. She's going to be like, what? And I'm going to reference it at least 3 more times throughout this episode. So if you're nauseous, sweetie, just grab some bread. Maybe put some fruit on it. A little jam. So then, but that was really, really fun. Then we played Secret Hitler with my family, which is a great way to get mad at everybody. Yeah. And then on Monday, we went ice skating with Molly and her family. Oh, yeah. I didn't go. I couldn't. There was no way. The risk of falling was with how my back was bad. But man, Charlotte is such a gifted ice skater. Wow. Oliver's less gifted, but the thing about Oliver is you give him a task and he will work. He will chip away at that until he has accomplished the task. And so by the end, he was doing great. Yeah. And it wasn't natural. It didn't come natural to him, but he mastered it quite easily.
Do you want to hear my favorite ice skating story, which is that?
Of course.
I took ice skating, a class, like a college credit class, ice skating.
I can see why some parents are like, I'm not paying for college for you because we were paying for ice skating classes.
It was my last semester and I needed like an extracurricular. Like it was totally that kind of scenario. So I took an ice skating class. I got moderately good. Like not by any means excellent at all.
Lipinski.
Like I could skate on one and like lift my back leg. And that was, I would say, more as a dancer and not as like anything else. Like a little bit taught how to turns, like, but by no means an excellent ice skater. But I had my own ice skates, and I don't know how I acquired them, but I do. I still have my own ice skates.
I was just gonna ask, where are they? Okay.
Yeah, still have my own ice skates. So at this time,
which you know you can never use, by the way, because if you bring your own ice skates to an ice
people think I'm so
people
serious.
People be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so serious," but then you will not be serious.
I got asked out on a group date with a bunch of people. At the time, it was like the semester after I had taken the class. And he was like, oh, yeah, a bunch of us are going ice skating. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I think I'm hilarious. I'm like, no, I'm so good at ice skating. And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, I just took a single class. I'm like, so good. Dare I say I'm the white Michelle Kwan? I think I'm being so funny. Like, I think this is hysterical. We get there. I lace up my own skates. I go to get on the ice. And I am clearly not Michelle Kwan. And he's like, I thought you said you were good at ice skating. And I was like, no. I was running a bit the whole time.
You should have seen me before the class.
Literally.
What I'm talking about, I'm good for the journey I've been on. I didn't say the destination was good. It was just, dang.
I was saying there's improvement. I am the white Michelle Kwan in that I am studying ice skating.
In that I have been on ice skates before and I am white. I'm sorry if you misread what I was trying to say. That sounds like a you problem.
No, literally. And I was like...
But I'm not interested in a second date. Thank you.
And I think even he had like hyped me up to the other group.
That's like me hyping up.
I was like, wait, look, watch. I can lift my back leg up.
He's like, hey, Steph's going to show us one of her tricks. And she's like, watch out, girls. If you're not engaged, your man's coming my way. Cut to just from a distance. No, there's no music because it's just
it's me singing.
She's like, no. It's a better bit like this. So you scoot around like you're really going to warm up, like you're going to triple axel or some Lutz or some spin. But it's just that you're at a distance. So they just kind of see you further away. And there goes the one leg. And you give them a side look, like a little check it, girl.
Melissa McCarthy.
Then you come back down. And then you come down. And you come back and you're like, Wow. And you could see that they're somewhat underwhelmed. And you're like, usually there's music. So. Like, that's what was missing from the
Usually
bit.
I do it to a song.
And so then everyone's just like, good job. They're like, Joe, get rid of her. And then what happens? Joe works for you at Pura. Who's laughing now? Who's on a one skate now? Joe? Ave Maria.
Oh my gosh. That's also me at classic skating. Everybody does rollerblades.
Of course.
I get a freaking razor scooter. And I'm just like, oh.
She's wearing the tuxedo ball gown. Like she's throwing
On the
on
razor scooter.
She's on a cape. She's got a full hoop skirt. She's not getting enough tension. She pulls out a bonnet. She's like, I will hit this from every angle. She polygamous braids her hair in the bathroom. She's like, what about this? Any attention? Anybody, please?
Oh my
so
gosh.
funny.
That was bad. Okay, so you went ice skating?
Yes, we went ice skating.
Have you heard of the white Chucky-Cheese?
There have been rumors, whisperings among the valley. Like, is that the white Michelle Kwan? Like, no, Grandma. Although I have watched so much Olympics.
Yeah.
I will do a little Olympics story at the end. But, okay. Then we went to the Din Tai Fung knockoff again with
How
Stephen's
was it?
siblings. It was really, really good. It was fun.
Is the dessert as good?
No, we
Okay,
didn't even
got
get
it.
the dessert. But we got it the first time we were there. We didn't like it, so we didn't get it the second time.
'Kay.
But they have a Szechuan beef noodle dish that was incredible. We all agreed that was like the best dish. Then I was in court.
Din Tai Fung this week.
You what?
I'm getting Din Tai Fung this week
Why?
because I'm going to New York.
Honey, you say things like I know your itinerary. I asked you if we could hang out on
literally
Friday.
told you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, for Whitney.
No.
Yes.
You never told me you're seeing Whitney Levitt in Chicago.
Yes, with my book club. I have told you this.
Honey, you have not told me. With your book club? The layer
With
of
your
like,
book
I haven't heard any of this.
With your book club.
With your book club, girl? No way. Okay, so you have a book club that I've never been invited to be a part of. And
It's really girly swirly and like raunchy swirly.
my two favorite things.
Fair.
And so you
I just don't
all
think they would want to
are
talk
going,
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
When are you going to New York?
Oh, I literally leave Thursday morning and I come back Saturday night. Like it's a turnaround.
So you're doing Thursday. When are you seeing Whitney? Friday?
Friday night, yeah.
And then what? I'm in trial. I was literally thinking, I was like, can I
I make this
Thursday?
work?
If we're seeing
Can I
him
make this
Friday. Nope, I'm not going to make it.
Mind you, there is also like a day after tomorrow level blizzard happening there right now.
Oh, really?
So
I did hear that she has the second and fourth highest earning
I believe
weeks
it.
in Chicago in the history of the 30 years the show has been on
Yeah.
Broadway.
And if
That
you've seen
she
clips from
beat
her, she can sing.
She can. But I hear then they've extended her stay
Mm-hmm.
and then she's moved permanently to New York. Whitney has. Makes me thrilled for her, honestly.
Yeah,
Less
I
thrilled
agree.
for you. I mean, I'm thrilled for you, but I'm sad that I didn't know about this. But it's better
Yeah.
for me to learn on the pod, so my reaction has to be measured. That's like
like-
when you tell your parents bad news at family. I mean, at
When your friend's
you have
over? Mm-hmm.
when you have a guest over for dinner, and you're like, anyways, mom, so the teacher called me a stupid bitch.
You bring your friend to ask for the sleepover.
Oh, that never worked for my mom. My
Yeah.
mom was just like, no, I would not imagine that would work for Molly either. Molly's not a manipulator or manipulated either, really.
I think it kind of depended on the friend, but usually my parents would direct to
That's
the
true
other
because
parent.
I could if we were friends in high school, your mom would not.
Oh, no.
I would
They
work.
would have
like,
never.
because I love them and they love me.
You'd be like, Molly,
like my mom,
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 please,
And then
let us.
I just kiss her. She's like, the heck? I'm like, okay, I think I heard yes.
There was a yes somewhere in there.
She's like, actually, it was only no. There was only no in the whole I had a pretty good, somewhat of a chill week after. I mean, I tried to stay like quite busy.
Yeah.
I did have a great, oh man, remind me. So Megan and I went to lunch with
I miss
someone
Megan.
who we
Haven't seen
are
her in so
going to
long.
be helping there. We can't say,
Yeah.
I don't think I could say anything more,
Jane
but
Doe.
we will be doing their wedding. And Marty Johnson. So Marty, Megan, and I will be doing this multi-day wedding, which I'm super excited about.
Fun.
And so we had a meeting there, and this is one of my 3GBs. So this is just a segue. The lasagna soup at Zupa's is incredible.
Oh, it's so good. But
Incredible.
I have a lasagna soup that's better.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know of the lasagna soup. I didn't even know that was
The
a
thing
thing.
is that for me, a lasagna soup, I do not like a soup that's watery. So basically, what mine is crockpot lasagna.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
is what
yeah.
I have
But I
discovered.
this
The
soup,
lasagna soup at Zupa's is so good, though.
I've never had lasagna soup before. That may be my very favorite soup. If I go to a restaurant and have this lasagna soup, that is the noodle, the ricotta.
If you injure your back again, I'll make you some.
Okay, perfect. How I'm going, I feel like it's on brand.
You're on track.
Yes. Okay. I watched the whole season of The Burbs. This is Jack Whitehoff and Kiki Palmer.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And it's on streaming
Peacock.
on Peacock. It's a series based on the movie from the 1980s starring Tom Hanks, and I loved so
love
much
Kiki
of it.
Palmer.
Kiki Palmer is a dream. The supporting cast is a dream. I forget the name of the older woman with the kind of the whitish blonde hair. I think she's a lesbian in real life. She's played a lesbian the past couple things I've seen her in.
Okay.
She's hilarious. Like, the neighborhood is super good. The story, really good. It's for sure getting a second season.
Wow.
So I really, really liked The Burbs, streaming for free on Peacock.
Okay.
I watched Eternity, starring Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller,
yes,
and the
yes,
other really
yes.
handsome guy from the Netflix movie.
Callum something.
Yeah, who's dating
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. And talk about
Yeah.
tens and tens. Like, that was a tens into 10 issue. Eternity is a beautiful movie. It's streaming for free on, if you have Apple Plus, because it's
okay.
an Apple. I didn't know it was an Apple TV movie, an Apple movie. One of those movies where the concept of, you have someone who dies in the war, then you remarry and basically spend your life with that person. Who are you going to spend eternity with?
Yeah.
Is it the dream of what could have been? Well, because you already had the life with the other guy, or is it the comfortability of the life that you had with this other guy? And I won't spoil anything, but Davine Joy is, so then, like, when you die, you have like a handler who's like, assigned to you or whatever. And she plays one, and she is so good. The concept of the movie was really, really beautiful.
Here's the thing, and here's how why I haven't watched it yet. If she picks the wrong person, it's going to upset me, because even at the end of the Titanic, when Rose dies, go to Grand Staircase, it's Jack, not the person she's been with her entire life and had kids with. Murder. Find me in hell, Rose.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So I won't say anything, but it actually explores a really different kind of love that I think is really beautiful.
Okay.
And if you want me to spoil it, I will after
Okay,
the
thanks.
episode. Then I also watched Predator Badlands, streaming for free on
I've
Hulu.
heard it's so good.
I've never been an alien predator sci-fi-y thing, but I think because of Dungeon Crawler Carl, it really opened up to like, oh, it's not... Like, I still don't think I could do gore. I don't think I could do horror.
The Predator movies have gotten really good in the last few years,
When
though.
I tell you, Elle Fanning is incredible in this, and whoever plays the Predator has to be the world's strongest person.
Yeah.
I don't
literally
whoever did the
carried her, I
stunts-
think.
What?
Literally carried her in the stunts.
Yes. And it is, I think, because the blood is green, so it looks like a Nickelodeon slime, or Nickelodeon
Yeah.
Awards. Like, I'm kind of like, okay. But really, really good. And I'm loving all the free movies I just started watching The Family Plan with Brendan Fraser. Whatever. I may be saying the name wrong. But
Brendan Fraser.
yeah, the title of the movie I may be getting wrong.
yeah,
But that's streaming for free on Hulu as well. So I'm loving that a lot of these movies that I didn't see in the theater, nor was super drawn to see in the theater, but are free now, and I can watch those. And then the best thing I've watched all week is the new Patrick Dempsey series on Fox. It's streaming on Hulu called Memory of a Killer.
Okay.
I think because we're so used to seeing McDreamy in like the
Yeah.
hero.
No, he's a good actor.
He's a great actor. And the show is he's an assassin who is beginning to develop memory troubles. And so it's some timelines are getting mixed up for him. And so they're doing a really brilliant job at showing that. And it's not a I kind of was growing tired of the episodic, particularly Fox and ABC too, like the Grey's Anatomy, the Reno 911, whatever else, where it's like episodic, where there's like Law and Order SVU. Every episode is its own case.
Yes.
But then there's like some threads of storyline throughout, but it's second or third or fourth priority.
Yeah.
It's nice to get back into a show that's first priority on just normal network television of like, oh, this isn't each week there's a different killer and he's going to go because he kills like bad guys. So he's kind of dexterish. So but it's not like that. It's a very different woven story. I find myself being like, what is happening next? The first couple episodes have released and I think it will be renewed for a second season.
Okay.
I was checking, you know how you check with series before you get too into it to make sure they didn't get canceled after like one season. And this was saying, even though it just premiered in January, it's had like really, really good viewership. So I think it'll get a second season.
Amazing.
So Memory of a Killer on that. And then I also finished Dirtbag Queen. I like cried. Like there is the
emotional range in that book.
Agreed.
I like
the author is a wizard with words. But the words to me are not like you know how sometimes
they're not superfluous.
No, and they're so visual.
Yep.
Like his ability to take
I'm in the room.
setting from his memory and to translate it into page that then I can translate into my vision.
No, and it's so funny.
Incredible.
Even what you just said, I'm like, he talks about the bowling alley. I can picture the bowling alley. He talks about the hospital room. I'm in the room. Like I know what it looks like.
Same. I know exactly what his mom looks like in every iteration. He describes her so beautifully when they do the haircuts, when the dog dies. Donald Osmond, like I would love. Did you know if he's written more books?
No, that's his first book.
That is an incredible introduction into the literary world. I was like finishing it and I was like, I caught myself feeling emotional.
I think it would be an exceptional like TV series.
Yeah, agreed. And it would be one where I would want him to produce, write, and then find like the perfect little
it's so good
Arkansas Jew to play him as a little kid. It was giving the Goldbergs, where you could feel like, and granted the Goldbergs was a very different lens, but the concept of like these people, you know, Rabbi, his nicknames, I was going to say the one that comes to mind, but I don't want to say it. But you know, him, like how he words about all them and how they interact, but then how he's still the star, and then his mom and then the waterbed to me is just such like another character of like, I could tell she was upset because the waves that the bed would create. And then when he talks about her in the hospital bed and says, I wish it could have been a waterbed. And you're just like,
no, when she's in the hospital in the end, like I truly was unwell.
I felt like it was almost sacred that he was sharing something so personal and so vibrant that I was just like, I was a fly on the wall watching like one of the most beautiful, and it very well may not have been that in real life, but that is what art is. And literature is another form of art in my world.
And I just thought it was so realistically beautiful how sometimes the way life ends is like, there's humor there. It, like, yes, of course it's sad, but like we're still cracking jokes. We're still like trying to live on.
And I just love that you don't have to abandon who you are. Like that's obviously like something that I've really tried to navigate in my life, certainly in my adulthood, the last 15 years of navigating my orientation and my outlook on whatever. But the concept to me being like, okay, here his mom is cracking a joke and quotes to like comfort him Coco Chanel. Yeah. And then he's like, thanks, Mom, but we you know, she was a Nazi sympathizing, you know, Jew hating, we blah 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 blah. He's like, but thank you, Mom. She's like, I know. Like it was just that like you don't abandon yourself, but it just manifests itself in a different. I'm preparing for trial this week, and I have a. I was just trying to think of like an opener and a theme or whatever, and there was this quote that said, "Time does not change us; it unmasks us." And I think that's the same thing. Like time, we slowly become more comfortable with who we really are.
Yeah.
And that he seems so comfortable.
Oh, you know what else it was too? Like clearly there's been some damage done in the relationship. Like
totally.
This mom is off the rocker most of his childhood.
Yeah.
And
like he doesn't live with her for a period of time.
Yeah.
And she's fine with it.
Yeah. And there's parts of it too that I'm like, you know, when I was reading, there's a little bit, I think we're in a, lovingly, this is like so boomer of me, but like we're in a generation of like people are like, my parents wronged me or did this to me, and it's like
going no contact,
please like get a grip. Like your parents are living life themselves, and like mind you, what they did wrong to you was like paid for your education, got you a car, like tried to raise you with values. Savvy.
Yeah, like I think there's absolutely, when there's abuse going on,
different.
Physical, verbal, emotional, you absolutely extricate yourself from abusive dynamics. I agree with you. So one, because I have very good, important people in my life that have navigated those sorts of dynamics and are like, okay, I just have to put up healthy boundaries here.
Of course.
That I live for. But what I trouble with sometimes are people who, when you then ask them like, hey, why are you mad at your parents? And it's like, they put too high of expectations on me. Okay, well, all parents kind of do. Like, if someone were to say, oh, well, they called me names, they over-sexualized me as a kid, I'm like, absolutely get your distance.
Oh, they're crazy.
They were inappropriate, So I think, like, those dynamics of get yourself away from bad.
Yeah.
But then when I hear people that are like, oh, well, I really wanted to do gymnastics and she made me finish swimming before gymnastics. And I feel and I'm just kind of like, you're actually creating something. Yeah. Move on.
Yeah.
Move on. But anyways, so I'm loving that. And then I just started, Margot's Got Money Troubles.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm excited for that in part because isn't it Elle Fanning or is it Dakota Fanning? Elle Fanning again. The Fanning girls.
Yep.
Dang,
they're working.
They are working. They're making that money and for good reason.
Okay. My 3GBs, I watched the second Matrix for the first time in my life.
Okay.
Mind you, I'd never seen the movies. I just was at an age when they came out that I wasn't old enough to watch them, and I just didn't in adulthood.
We're the same there. I was just too young to watch them, but then I watched them as an adult.
So I finally watched the second one.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, I'm a person when I watch something that I know is like a classic, I can appreciate it for what it was.
Sure.
Like, is it like a little silly watching it from the lens now?
Yeah.
Yes. And also, it's really good.
Totally.
My mom is like such a sci-fi person, and so we watched the first one I think last year, and like even just at one point where he does like a cartwheel holding a gun, and Traven and Molly were like, I have chills. I'm like, you guys, he did a cartwheel. He did a one-handed cartwheel holding a gun.
We say I have chills, that like Alex says it from Modern Family, where it's like, she goes, I have chills. We, Steven and I do that all the time, where it's like so excited, it's something really exciting. We just want to be funny. We're like, I have chills. that's what I hear. Okay.
Yeah. So that was really good.
Now, is that streaming anywhere, or is that just
No, I think we had
a
to
DVD
buy it.
Or you bought it. Okay.
And then what kicked on after was the first episode of Fallout. Have you seen that show?
I have seen Fallout.
Okay, so I just watched the first episode.
I'm only I just finished the first season.
I spent half of it like this.
Yeah. Okay, but I do
pretty violent, pretty gore.
You know what I think
interesting though
has conditioned me to be able to handle that is Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. Normally not my vein of show, but I don't know if it's I become desensitized or just the import it means to me. I actually really liked it. Horribly violent.
Yeah.
Horribly so violent. And weird, like the guy with the cheeks when you meet him.
Walter Goggins, yeah.
I mean, without a nose.
With the nose, yeah.
And I'm still watching this season. I'll keep watching it.
Yeah, no, it was really good and really interesting television, based on a video game, I believe. So yeah, I don't know if I'll keep watching because it was quite violent, but I did think it was interesting enough to keep watching.
Violent, just so you know.
Yeah,
it does not subside.
I did kind of see that was the case.
Yeah. Okay, and then you also had The Wolf King on your list.
Oh, I'm currently reading The Wolf King. It is a fantasy romance, and it is excellent so far. I haven't finished it yet, but it is good. And I've heard the second book is just as good.
Oh, good. Who super long or on Audible?
It's on Audible. I'm listening on Audible because they're Scottish and British.
Cool.
And whenever they are Scottish or British, I'm like, I'm just watching BBC.
No, fully. This is educational.
Yeah. This
we
is
don't
PBS.
get wiser listening to the book.
Exactly.
That's what I feel like saying.
So far so good.
Yeah. All right. Let's get some stories from the news. And I'm super excited about these ones because one, we got to talk about the monkey of it all.
Punch.
Now, Punch is a Japanese monkey who was orphaned.
Yeah.
And was in a shelter or a conservatory or I don't want to offend people with how I said it. I don't know if it's a zoo or whatever. But the other monkeys start bullying him.
Yeah, they reject Punch.
And so Punch's friend is an orange orangutan Stuffy. That is like the most. There is something about this is why I picked this story, not just because we can talk about it, but one, don't bully. Where's my camera?
Where's monkeys? Cool. Where are you?
Where monkey?
How dare you?
Monkey. I was just gonna try to do like a monkey. Okay, if you guys are just listening, I was just going to do a monkey voice, be like, monkey, I was going to go to something. And I look over at Stephanie to be like, was I going to get in trouble for being like wild? And she's just air smoking a cigarette. Like, perfect. This is what I love.
Did you see my work cigs?
Yes, of course. Talia gave those to you, right?
In the
and
cigarettes,
she made them out
there's
of
literal
felt.
wooden dowels. So the cigarette.
So they hold.
The thing is, I said to Talia, one of the very first things I said, I cannot wait to have a future child and give them my work cigs to play with. Like, that's such a funny...
And then they'll be like, I like going to work. When mommy went to work, she would smoke cigarettes and she gave them to me. That's what she's saying in preschool. Yeah. And the teacher's like, okay, I just got to call your mom.
No, I'm going to have her bring them to school.
So
get confiscated.
Yeah. But the other thing is, I think I have do you have a comfort item? This is why I picked it as the story. Do you have you know how some people, I think of like Michaela Nagiri or whatever, like the influencer, she's got like her blankie, or I know other people that have like support blankets or animals. Do you have something from your childhood that acts as like a modern day support? And while Stephanie's thinking, if you guys have one, comment on the post what your childhood.
Literally the worst part about the Punch monkey story is he's carrying it around everywhere with him. There's video footage of him trying to like physically make the stuffed animal hug him.
Like there's video of him like grabbing the stuffed animal
and wrapping
trying to
its
like
arm
arm around him, and then this monkey is so little, but then he'll like curl up and like put his head into the stuffed animal, and your heart is just like.
By the way, has been adopted by a mom.
Yes.
And the other monkeys are starting to be friendly.
Starting to accept, yes.
But
Rudolph, there was a period of time.
Rudolph, Punch, you learn from this.
Yes, and you
start being the celebrity. People are all like, oh, I guess we'll hang out with Punch again.
Yeah, no, totally. I wonder what those, getting the monkey news. They're like, what the? Punch is on the front page.
Punch?
This guy?
The one who carries around a stuffed
big
animal?
Big old eyes. Punch is like, uh-oh.
That weird kid that carries around a stuffed animal everywhere.
No, and also, like, this is being made into multiple children's books. This is going to become a animated film. And
I would cry every time I read it,
though. But it is so funny.
I don't think I have anything
like
that.
But it also made me think, there's also, for advice-wise, is if someone does have that, I actually think it's not something that we should be making fun of.
No.
Like, my instinct prior to Punch is that I would absolutely have made fun of him and like, grow up, you insane person. But I think that it's okay to have something. I think if it's a like if it's like a worry rock that you put in your pocket every day, like, okay. And maybe I'm
get diagnosed.
Yeah. Get on some meds. Update your SSRI. But I just think that like, having something like that is okay.
The thing is, do you have something like that?
No, I don't.
Okay, and here's why.
But I don't have
our mothers.
I also don't have emotional.
Do our mothers seem like people who would be like, yeah, why don't you cling on to that dirty Raggedy Ann blanket?
No.
Like, I feel like
No,
anything I probably clung to, my mom was like, I'm throwing that away when she leaves.
No,
I'm taking that to DI
that's pretty
for
true.
good reason.
My mom, if we told my mom like, hey, this is an important thing, she would have been like, yeah, of course, we don't have to. My dad was the hoarder of things, and my mom was the purger of things.
No, my mom does not have attachment to things.
But dispositionally, I am non-attachment to things. But like Chelsea like has like when she pulls out her birds for Christmas from Target, she's like, my friends, or like she has different attachment to that. Honestly, I don't have attachment to anything.
The only thing I would probably say is my stockings.
I just literally upgraded our stockings this year, and Steven's like, what are we gonna do with the old ones? And I'm like, give them to DI. I was just like, why? What? Like in my head, I was like, no. Now we have them. Now they're all aesthetically.
I have the same red felt stocking that I had from when I was a baby.
That would not be up in my house.
Yeah.
If we were married,
they're so cute.
I'd be like, put it in your closet.
No.
I'd like hang it up in the car.
Well, they also all have like different like felt like appliques on everybody's that kind of suits their personalities. So we all have like our own variable stocking. I love them so much.
No, I love your stockings too. I'm just saying I can't relate to that because in my head I'm like, but what if you decide to change the decor in the room? You can't just have random.
No, the stockings stay the same.
I know, but for me, I'm like, nope, we're upgrading the stockings.
What's so crazy though is like, I understand your point of view.
Oh, and I understand yours. I just don't have that attachment.
Yeah.
But I could lose everything in my house right now, and as long as the insurance money came in to replace it with something else, I'd be fine. Like I don't have anything. I'm really not emotionally touched. Well, let me make sure that's true. I guess like the cats.
I have some of my like grandpa's paintings.
Nope. Don't have, even if the paintings that I have that are my grandparents, if they went out, I'd be like, okay, sorry, they went out in a fire.
Yeah.
Like I really don't think I have anything that is. And what's weird is that I still keep things. So like I keep every card that Steven's ever given me or the kids have written me. I have boxes from stuff that Charlotte's given me, Oliver's given me, and like pictures and projects and whatever. So I have my memory boxes, but I keep it to just one little box per person, and then it doesn't take up a lot of room in my closet. I'm weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Sorry, I don't have a soul.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay. Did you hear about the Chucky-Cheese fight?
Tell me more.
Okay. Chucky-Cheese fight in Ohio. So I don't know if Pierce and Carissa were there. They love a Chucky-Cheese.
They love a Chucky-Cheese?
Yeah, because in Ohio, they're like, yeah, they're really nice. It's not like a Utah Chucky-Cheese where you just get Hep C. This is like
just think their expectations are at Ohio level.
Yes, I don't want to say that. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Midwest mom. I just know that's all. Anyway, a fight breaks out in the bathroom of the Children's Arcade in Toledo, Ohio. Okay. The fighting then moves to the lobby and then to the parking lot where a man ends up being arrested and whatever. And it says that
fight.
He was the 5-year-old's uncle, and he was hospitalized and then placed in the person he got in a fight with was placed in a medical coma over this. The man's sister, the mother of the child, says that, of course, the child was traumatized. She says, I grabbed my brother like, brother, please talk to me, I'm here. It was my baby's birthday. I was throwing this for her, and now my baby is traumatized. All I could do is grab everybody's kids and try to get them against the wall and try to get them away from it. It didn't happen. Been there at the front door.
Yikes.
Okay, she's stressed out. Okay, this is just a direct quote. They literally were running through the whole entire building, and all I could think of was to protect the kids. Another family shared their position, like you knew when you went to the bathroom to fight, you knew that this was a kids' establishment. You knew that, and you still went to the bathroom.
Yeah. So
here's my thought. This is why. First off, just so funny. It's on brand for a Chucky-Cheese to be like the scene of a crime. So then when you see the pictures, it's like police
Chucky-Cheese
tape
can't
all
get
over.
away from the allegations.
No, Chucky-Cheese is not beating the allegations. No, you are still seedy.
Yeah.
But can we just
Even in Ohio.
please stop fighting at children's parties? Like as a general, like I don't want to try to like suppress.
Stop fighting in front of children.
Stop fighting in front of children.
Fist fighting.
Yes. Yeah, you could swear all you want, but it's just no. It's so funny. Like, I am not someone who would get so upset that I would forget where I was.
Yeah.
Those are people that need a hug.
Yeah.
And they need to go to a therapist.
No, I've never seen red in that way.
Me neither. I can't relate to that. But also, I'm pretty measured. I go to therapy. I exercise. I drink water. Like, I feel like if you're taking care of yourself, you don't see red.
No.
But just like wild to think you're like ski balling it up and then you start hearing a commotion.
I just like don't know what somebody would have to say to me besides like if they were putting the kids in danger for me to physically assault them.
Agreed. And I just also don't think, I think like I would respond to someone who is fighting to like shut it down.
Yeah.
But I would never just be like,
Diffuse.
ding, ding, the bell's rung. It's just like free range fighting wherever.
And, you know, part of that too, like despite growing up watching Bad Girls Club and like, yes, I was raised very well, but I did find free time to watch Bad Girls Club. I'm not a fighter.
Right.
I'm not, it's not happening.
I'm not a fighter either.
I've taken like one kickboxing class and they're like good form.
I
And
box
I'm like,
every
that's all
morning.
I needed.
I box every morning. I'm still not a fighter.
No, I can't. The thought of getting hit in the face that hard, like I physically can't picture it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what do you mean that and ruin my pretty face? I'm not a fighter. I would do so many things to diffuse the situation. I don't even know if like how my body would respond if somebody swung at me.
Yeah.
Besides laughing. And I don't think that would help the situation, I have to say.
I feel like also my thought would be if someone started fighting, I'd be like, are you wanting to fight me? Like, I would just be like,
a fruity little cupcake?
Yeah, you want to fight this
me?
fruit cupcake? Why? Because I like a little fruit in my cupcake? I also like chocolate cupcakes. Partial to a caramel. Like a plain vanilla. Maybe a little raspberry filling.
And
Sorry.
they're like still like, you're like.
They're like, shut up about the damn cupcakes. I'm like, I like a Biscoff. Sometimes I want an Oreo. What are we doing for Christmas? Is there something seasonal? It's like, oh, it's July. I'm like, America. Just don't put fondant in my cupcake, right? And he's like, no,
fondant.
seriously.
Yeah,
Fondant is
fondant
disgusting. I'm like, God, let's get out of here. Let's go get a real cupcake. You know? I would use the trauma of having my cupcake.
Crime?
Yeah, I'd use my hate crime to
Loosely.
help. That's the difference between me and people who commit hate crimes. I don't. Okay. Also, these are not like I picked the stories this week, and you can kind of tell the difference between Stephanie's stories and my stories because yours are like actually in the pop culture. Like, it's happening. We're talking about it.
And like, have you ever thought?
Mine's like, what would it take for you to punch someone at a Chucky-Cheese? Your sibling, let alone.
No, we need the balance.
Like, we need the balance. In that same vein, there is a married couple who has a and for the record, these are like actual stories. This is from People magazine. Like these are not like I just combed the bottom of the barrel or I made up stories to talk about my friends behind their back. But there is a couple who just got married and they sleep in 2 separate bedrooms in the house. And then they have weekends. They do sleepovers on the weekends where they sleep in one of each other's bedrooms. Okay. They're defending it, saying like, hey, look, that's what works for us. I like having my own space, blah, blah. But it made me think, who in your world, like maybe not name-wise, but just think percentage-wise of the people that you know in your world, how many of them do you think, oh, they actually sleep in 2 separate bedrooms?
I know at least one person.
Like a legit 2 separate bedrooms.
Yeah. Legit 2 separate bedrooms because he has such bad...
like asthma or breathing.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was
restless leg
sleep apnea or something like that, or she snores or something like that. That they just sleep separate, and it works. But it's like a medical.
But it's like a medical thing, or it's not. Like this couple makes it just seem like I like having my own space. I like sleeping by myself.
No, in some ways I do understand.
No, like in a lot of ways I understand that. Like in an ideal world, I would both be sleeping in the same bed and
Yeah.
in my own bedroom with my own TV. But when I will say I'm now so conditioned to sleeping in bed with someone
Yep.
and like that if I were to not, I think
weird.
it would be like a reconditioning of
And
like
who
don't
gets the
stipulate.
master? Primary. Like who gets the primary bedroom?
Yeah, I think they had two. In this one, they had like 2 equal bedrooms.
No, and partially, like I think if you were dual income, no kids,
Yeah,
I could see that. Like if you had a Rambler and you each had a wing,
I love.
like gorgeous.
And I could also see that like, hey, if someone's a doctor and they're up really late, or someone has to work graveyards, and it's just like
I did have
get
a
like
friend
the
whose
pragmatic.
dad had an office in the basement, and there was a bed in the back room.
But
of
would
the
you
office.
ever just be like, hey, we've got 2 equal-ish bedrooms, both with like an ensuite with their own bathroom? Would you ever be like, actually, I'm okay to have it be where we just have sleepovers on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, I'm in my bed and you're in yours?
Well, I would say, if for me, it wouldn't be like a strict Monday through Friday. I think it would be like, we have our own spaces. If I want to sleep in my own, because you know when somebody's sick
Yeah.
and you're like,
yeah.
I have to sleep next to a sick person. Like when Traven had a parasite, I was like not sleeping at all.
Right.
And so
we have a
in
guest
those,
bedroom, so I will sleep down there, and I
Yeah.
love, like, sometimes I just love
in those scenarios, I'm like, ooh, yeah, this would be nice. I wouldn't have it like so strict. I probably would have sleepovers way more often than not. But then like your bedroom would be like your space, and then I would say like you would have a space for an office and like things like that.
Oh, I could actually see that. That'd be a nice. No, I want an office
Your office
because I need
separate.
to not have my.
You need to be
I
separate.
need to be very careful. We are pretty good at making sure that we're using. Like
the
we
spaces
rarely watch
appropriately.
TV in bed,
Yeah.
if at all. Like if our TV in the bedroom's mostly for like the news or Saturday chores,
Yeah.
like that's. But yeah, I think
We don't
I
actually
would.
have a TV in our bedroom because we are superior.
To who? People with TVs?
Yeah.
Weird.
I have 3 other TVs in my house.
No, literally. I think I have a TV in every major room of my house, including my office.
I love TV.
Both offices.
I'm such a, like, I would stay up and watch shows
That's my
until
thing
the dawn
too.
comes home. Like, I
If
literally
I-
wouldn't sleep.
That's what I was going to say. Like, the one benefit of knowing someone else is in the bed with you is you're not staying on your phone
No.
until super,
Traven doesn't
super
even
late.
like that the light is still on. I'm like, ugh.
No, I'm the same. I'm like, okay, if I have to put on an eye mask, I'm mad.
But I do love the idea of having 2 separate spaces.
Yes.
It does sound nice.
No,
Especially for the occasional when you're like, I'm not actually like so mad I want you to sleep in another room, but like,
just functional, just like, oh, hey, I'm headed up to bed. Love ya.
yeah.
See you tomorrow morning, And I wake
Yeah.
up early to go to the gym.
There's so many processes in your partnership though that like that would change dynamic.
Yeah.
Because like
and-
I like to go to bed together. I like to
Totally. And that's what I'm saying. Like but I could also see where it's like, okay, I wake up at 5:20 in the morning to go get so I have to like have my clothes outside already because I don't have a flashlight trying to find clothes. So I have to have everything prepared the night before. But I could easily see, if I just had my own little suite, then I would
Yeah.
change all. Yeah, right. It would just change so many dynamics.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it. I mean, we're not in a place where we would do that now. But I could see that being a nice.
No, again, if you
option.
didn't have kids and you had like you each had a wing, you
Right.
each like, the center of the house was the congregating, and then you had a wing that had your bedroom, an attached office,
Bath
your own master
and
bath, your own closet. That sounds gorgeous.
No, that sounds really
That
nice.
sounds gorgeous.
But I think it's one of those things where I think it sounds really nice, but then in application, I think I would have a harder time with it.
No, and I know that I'd be a sneaky little brown noser with a hidden agenda crawling into their bed at night.
Fully.
Like I would be like, why did the house is very quiet?
Yeah, I
What's
guess
that
like if you
scary
get
noise?
spooky out being in your own space too,
Yeah.
without someone else there. I'd rather be murdered with someone in bed than murdered
Totally.
and then in my own bed.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the litmus test.
Yeah, because also, like, what if I get murdered and then I'm standing there as an angel over my bed and they don't find me until the morning?
Oh my gosh, so sad.
Like, that's horrible. And, like, they didn't care enough to check on me in the middle of the night.
But, even more. And spoiler alert, they don't check on you in the morning. They just think you're sleeping in. You go the entire day.
Yeah.
You're just sitting at the edge of your bed, angel self, like. You know,
Big giant wings behind you.
giant
in
wings
the Billy
that are,
Porter dress.
but they're not. But they're not big. You're just eating a cupcake,
Fruity cupcake. A Jamba Juice.
It just spills. The fruit cupcake spills on your thing. It's like angel blood.
Yeah.
Jam. Like, delicious. I don't know why that visual is like so funny. Of just like your wigs are like all sad too. They're just like draped over. And then you hear the door open. You're like, oh, you know, get yourself ready because you're going to see your person, rouse yourself. And then they don't come into the check on you. You're just like, oh my gosh. But until someone checks on you, you can't leave your room. And then you're stuck there forever because you accidentally locked the door.
Oh my gosh. And they're the one that murdered you.
And they murdered you? This went left. Sorry, Traven. We're not accusing you of anything.
Well, statistically.
Yeah, no, literally. Okay. Osaka City was stunned by an anonymous gold bar gift worth $3.6 billion million that was given to them to fix the water pipes. So Osaka had received a hefty gift of gold bars worth 560 million yen, or about 303.6 million, from an anonymous donor asking for its specific use to fix the Japanese city's dilapidated water pipes. Where did I see? Okay. Concerns over the safety of Osaka's waterworks system grew after a massive sinkhole swallowed a truck and killed the driver last year. It was linked to a damaged sewer north of Tokyo. Osaka had 92 cases of water pipe leaks under the city roads in the fiscal year ending in March of 2025, the city waterworks official told the Associated Press on Friday. So they said with the population of 2.8 million, this gift will help the entire population. I think there's so much I love about this story, but the reason I brought it up is because if someone wants to give me a gold bar,
literally
and you
my
could do it
very
anonymously,
first thought is like, I didn't know they were giving those away.
I would like half of one, maybe a third,
a sliver.
I would
like a pat of butter of a gold bar.
Yeah, I want more than that. I'll take half.
So much. Like, it's just a little cut.
But raises a couple things. One, have you ever seen a gold bar in real life?
Only on Italian Job.
Yeah, me too. That I was just going to say, I've only seen it cinematically. Honestly. Cinematically. The ROMs, the coms, the rom-coms, the straight-to-DVDs, the dramedies.
I haven't seen that movie either.
You've never seen Death Becomes Her?
No.
Like, you've never seen the movie or you never saw the Broadway show?
Both.
Wow. I've never seen the Broadway show,
There's
but
just
I
like
love
a lot
the
of
movie.
classic movies that I'm like, I know of. I'd seen
that
it.
one is like a you really need to see. Goldie Hawn, Meryl Streep. I mean, it's iconic. Okay.
Classic.
But I just love one that there was a specific use and they're honoring it. So they're using that money to help fix all the pipes. I also just think it's super cool because this is what I really think happened. Someone stole gold bars as part of like an Italian Job raid. Oh. And then was like, what should we do? You need to get rid of some of this, but let's do it in a good way. Let's give it and we'll donate it for water pipes. That's what I think actually happened.
Thieves are usually pretty generous.
No, thieves, I feel like thieves in Italian Job, they were generous and they were doing it for a bigger reason. Okay.
What was that?
I can't remember exactly because I'm feeling gassy.
No,
right
so
now.
It was for themselves.
To do good
to split
with. Yeah, split to go into different parts of the world and do good with their money.
No.
They had a pact. They were the Italian Job bros.
No. I think you're thinking of the Super Mario Brothers. Not the same.
Okay. No, but they're plumbers.
No, not the same.
They're brothers.
Literally part of the Italian Job is that they all have
their
own thing that
they want to fix it.
They have their own thing they want to spend money on.
When they rob them, they say, it's a time. Italian Job
Italian brothers.
It's me, the Italian brothers. Oh no. My accents were amazing. Those impressions were pretty dang good. Thank you.
Yeah, no, like literally the whole plot is that they have their own thing that they want. Okay, but I just think that
it would be nice to think about that this was really a gift from like
this is how they're laundering money. Somebody in the government stole money. They're giving it back in gold bars to launder it through the government.
And if you're a citizen in Osaka, you're grateful.
You're still going to benefit from it.
This is the new Avengers.
Unless you get caught up in all the government red tape.
Now, we've got the last news. The last story I picked is Take Me to Your Leader. President Trump came out this
aliens.
week and indicated that he's instructing NASA and Air Force One to release all the information
Prompted
they have
by...
about him getting in trouble with tariffs.
Okay, so...
Yeah. We don't want to get into...
No, Barack.
No. So then in response to that, Barack... So during... This is why I brought it up. Because
Obama was on a podcast first.
No, baby. No, he was not.
That was like 2 weeks ago
Sweetie,
that he was on a podcast.
I promise you. Did you read the articles I put in the link?
No, not that one.
Both of them. This is the... I put them in order this way. Because he was on... You're talking about the... Obama was on the...
My understanding is that Obama was on a podcast. He was asked about aliens, and he said, yes, they're totally real. Then this week, he was asked again about it, and he was like, well, what I was saying was that the likelihood
during
of it.
Obama's presidency, he made reference to Area 51 multiple times. So in the zeitgeist, during Obama's presidency, we were hearing more about Area 51. Then Trump gets elected. We don't hear anything about it. Biden gets elected. We don't hear anything about it. Trump gets reelected. And then this past Sunday, President Trump had issued a statement on Truth Social saying he's going to release them. Then Obama was on a podcast this week and was asked about President Trump's statement.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. It started with Obama, but it was during Obama's presidency, like in 2008, like that. So then he was asked about it on the podcast with Brian Tyler Cohen. And he was asked, are they real? Obama says, they're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in Area 51. This is in response to President Trump's statement on Truth Social. And then Obama says, I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round because he was like being asked just rapid fire questions. But since it's gotten attention lately, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good that there's life out there. But the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low, and I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really? And then that's a little different than what President Trump was really just making it seem like there was data to be held. NASA now has come out to say that, yes, we will absolutely release everything because we believe in the sort of transparency here, although what people think they're going to get may not be exactly what we have. The reason why I brought up is I'm just curious. One, do you think there are aliens in the galactic empire, whatever?
How could you not?
And then I agree. But two, do you think they've ever made contact? And my third question is, of everybody in the universe that we're aware of right now, who would you say is an actual alien? And do you agree that it's Nancy Pelosi? She just feels alien to me.
No.
Vibe-wise.
Elon Musk seems the most alien to me.
Could it be Elon Musk? Like, do you think he could unzip his human skin and he has got 6 heads and tentacles?
Well, partially, I don't think that aliens don't look like us.
You think they do look like us?
Yeah.
Or you don't think they look like us?
No, I think that they look like us.
Okay.
The
but
concept
do their
of
eyes blink this way instead of vertical? They blink horizontal?
The concept of them just being like a totally different species, that I don't conceptualize. But like the idea that there is absolutely other people out there that like by some form they have probably evolved into something that might look different than us, but is still like a human species. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I guess I've never thought about them being a lot like us. In my head, I've always just pictured them to be like
big green
gloopy
alien
bobs
heads,
with like a single eye that blinks weird and then can enter me, probe and stuff. And so I've never thought of them being like you could be an alien.
Yeah.
But you're not an alien.
No.
But like, how would you prove to someone that
how
you're
would
not
I
an
know?
alien? That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I am an alien.
Like, I think we need to be careful about judging people.
Molly and Kevin just told me that they birthed me, but
so
I don't know.
My mom is a immigrant here. And so she had a green card, which used to have a title on it that said resident alien card. And I had a sibling of, I won't say who, brother, who was keen to take things from my mom's purse, principally money. And there was a time when he was younger and he was rummaging through the purse and he found my mom's resident alien card. And he asked my dad, hey, Dad, I've got to talk to you. I think mom's an alien. Oh my gosh. And because my dad didn't ever go to therapy or and wanted us to all go, he told my brother that it was a secret and he couldn't say anything because mom was an alien.
Really funny.
And then my mom got upset and was like, no, Jeff, we need to tell the truth. And then I think my dad said, after my mom left, like, see, she's really convincing. We got to just believe her. And so I don't want to say that's why sometimes my older brother treats my mom poorly, because he doesn't see her as an equal. He sees her as like an alien.
He's an alien.
But I just want to be clear that I don't believe that there are aliens among us, walking among us.
Yeah, no, agreed.
But I also don't know for sure. And so my advice, there's my brother said, is just like, just be nice to everyone, because you don't know who blinks horizontally when you're not looking,
or never blinks at all,
or like when they go to their house and they shut the door and then they take off their human skin and they just slime away. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, I don't think we're in a Men in Black scenario.
I don't know, because we all could have been shunk, the little mind eraser. Have you ever met someone in a black suit?
Yeah, you in court.
That's a dress.
Oh, fair. Do I think that they've made contact? Not like, hello, alien here.
Not like you at work.
Yeah.
Hello.
Actually, that's the antenna.
Aliens. I'm on the phone with Target. Jeez Louise. Beep boop.
No.
Wait, Hydro Jug, call us, because we just did the funniest bit.
Yeah.
Of like, we put up the straw as it was an antenna. Share that we.
They should make one into a phone.
No, I want one
like
to be a phone
design.
Yes, kind of like Hermes just came out with this sick bag that looks like a stereo, but it's all like leather work, and it has like the zipper of like the hertz or the channels that you'd be on, and that's like where the pocket goes. And yeah, it was super
clever.
Because I love bags. I go into like sometimes bag talk, and I just feel like I want all these bags. Anyway, okay. Anything else to go over, my queen?
Gosh.
Talk about
aliens.
Okay, so we've gone over aliens,
monkeys,
gold gifts, 2 separate bedrooms, fighting at Chucky-Cheese, and monkeys. This episode had everything.
Range. We have
range. We didn't cry. This has really been a great episode.
Yeah. No,
right.
I got nothing else. Cute
then we
little
will see you
cupcake.
all in a week, and be sure to like and subscribe. Share it if you can. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Take me to your leader.